Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Legendary Tarzan game, where today we're gonna try to finish every single level from the beginning to an end. We're gonna try to uncover as much secrets as possible, but every level is harder than the previous one, and you will see a lot of enemies and a lot of secrets that are yet to uncover in this legendary, very old Tarzan game. Probably if you have clicked on this video, you either watched this as a kid or it's your first time seeing this game. If it's your first time seeing this game, you're gonna have a blast. But if you have played it as a kid, you're gonna remember some great parts of this game. So let's proceed. This is the first level. We are now playing as Tarzan, a very small young version of Tarzan. He's gonna grow up in one moment, and that's gonna happen in 3 levels. Bananas we need to collect to increase our health. This is our friend Turk. Turk sometimes comes and says some things.
Hey buddy, watch the chameleons. They got some nifty climbing techniques. Go for it, give it a try.
Basically, Turk is our helper here in this game. He tells us what things we can or cannot do. For example, this is one of the mechanics that we can do. On the bottom left part you see the health bar. On the bottom right part you see the number of lives. This is the ammunition that we can use to throw things. You can choose another type of ammunition. Choosing the correct one is always useful because it has different perks. If you have a lot of enemies, you will use some ammunition that explodes like the one that we used, or even better ones that's gonna be unlocked in the other levels. Of course, another secret that we have here is a letter T. Letter T actually allows us to unlock the full Tarzan name at the end of every single level. That will allow us to unlock movie scenes from this game. We will not be able to see them because for some reason they're not working, but it is not the only secret here, sorry buddy. Another secret that we have are bonus levels. Bonus levels require for us to get 4 pieces of map on every single level. They are not that hard to find, but since there is 4 of them, it is a challenge. The one that we need to try to do. There we go. Okay, so the whole idea here is now to jump on top of that tree if it's possible. And if you want to see more videos like this, if this is something that you played as a kid or you just enjoy these type of games, you can definitely press something that spells like subscribe button down there in the comments, which will really help me and this channel grow. And also Turk will not come that very often. I love the part that they left the trail for Turk to come. This is only the beginning, by the way. I'm gonna put chapters for all of you here so that you can see all of the levels. By the way, if you don't like seeing them like this, you can see them differently on my channel, where I posted every single level as an individual video. And if you're asking why is that, I'm gonna tell you some pretty interesting stories from when I was a little boy, since I'm not a little boy anymore. When I was very young, one of the first games that I have played is, believe it or not, this one. This was one of the first games that I played in my life that I remember, and I remember that fondly. So playing that really leaves a positive mark on me, especially collecting these coins. You need to collect 100 coins to get 1 life, and for now you see we have 5 of them. And I remember the whole history of playing this game very fondly because every level was legendary. For example, this animal you will see only now and never again, and you should not feel sorry because she will stop coming so that we can see other animals like rhinoceros. And you will see many of them like hippos. And every single aspect of this game was, back in the days at least, very legendary. For example, I was super happy for getting full Tarzan name there. And of course, getting all of the bonus levels. That was a pretty great thing, because now, if I'm not wrong, you'll be able to see a bonus level. This is a level completed, one of the first levels. And one of the first bonus levels, Jungle Cruise. It is very interesting. This is actually the moment where Tarzan becomes 2.5D game. I'm gonna tell you about that a little bit later. Here is the mechanics. We collect the coins and we collect the purple fruit, which allows us to increase the duration that we can spend on this bonus level. As you can see, we have 25 seconds, now we have increased by 5 seconds. You want to increase your time here so that you can collect as many coins as possible. That's the purpose of this whole bonus level, because collecting those coins will give you additional lives, and you definitely need lives, especially because the levels that are yet to come are way harder than this one was. 119 coins, that's great, we have 7 lives, and it's time to go ape. Going ape is actually the name of this second level. This is the second level of Tarzan game, and one of the more interesting ones, especially since you are now fully playing with Tarzan as a young child, and soon Tarzan will grow up. Then we'll be playing as an adult version of Tarzan. Those levels are pretty interesting, but that's also when the hardness starts. Those levels get to be pretty hard, and this one doesn't get to be pretty easy. This is, of course, Turk one more time, and possibly one of the last times that we will see him.
Tarzan, see these vine things here? I bet if you get a running jump at them, you could really get...
Okay, so basically Turk here is telling us that there are vines and that we can jump on them. This is one of the best mechanics in Tarzan. And this is basically a tutorial that will allow us how to learn all of the mechanics in this vine mechanic thing. And as you saw there, we just collected a fruit that will actually allow us to increase our total health points, which then is very useful, especially when you get chased by this monkey, which is a foreshadow for some levels where we will have some beautiful chasing moments. And back to the 2.5D, as I said, Tarzan is one of the rare games from that era that was presented in 2.5D. But what does 2.5D means? It means that the game is not a classic left to right. It also has a depth on some levels, like on the bonus level that you saw, where we went forward. And you will see that in one of the chase levels, by the way. That will tell you why is this considered 2.5D. It's not fully 3D, of course you don't have the full liberty of going 3D in this game, but since this game is, if I'm not mistaken, from 1990s, actually, so the game is basically 30 years old almost. Not being 3D is something kinda expected, if you ask me. And as I said, this is one of the first games that I have ever played, and I have really fond memories of playing this game, because first of all, it is very beautiful, still it is very beautiful, and it is one of the best Tarzan games of all time. This is, by the way, not my subjective opinion, this is a fact. But why is this a fact? Asks the lizard there on the branch. This is a fact because Disney does not own Tarzan character, at least not yet. Maybe in future, if you're seeing this video, Disney bought the copyright issues with the Tarzan, but they do not own it. So making any Tarzan game is a hassle. It's a problem because they also need to buy a character to present him in a game. And as you can see, that can cost them a little bit more money. That's one of the reasons why you don't see that many Tarzan games nowadays. This is not the only Tarzan game, of course, but though it would be funny if it was the only one, because then it would definitely be the best one. And there are other Tarzan games. There is Tarzan 2, I think, but the reviews for that game, which is very interesting, were very bad comparing to this one. Also, we have a knife that we can use like this, but that knife is not as useful as the ammunition that we have. And if you think that we're gonna go on the right part of the map, we will not, because we have a secret on the left. And as I said, that game was not very popular. You can definitely go and Google it. Google Tarzan 2 game, put it on YouTube and see for yourself what does it look like. It looks like nothing. Like, for real, that is not something that I would come back to play. First of all, I cannot come back to play something I did not play. But second of all, it just doesn't look that good. This one does, especially when you jump like this. This is our first death. which just begs the question of how many times will we die. If you're wondering what am I doing, there is on top right part of the screen a hidden part where we want to go. I think first of all to collect the letter. We're really gonna see if that's possible. Try one more time and let's go a little bit more up. There we go. When you go up the wine, you will lose the momentum, but you will gain height. So it's always a balance between those two. There we go. Sorry, my good friend. Where did this lead us? To bananas? Okay. Having bananas is very useful. Another wine. This is also the beginning of us wine jumping. Especially on the other levels that are really hard when it comes to wine jumping. There is a single Tarzan level that is so extremely hard that I don't remember how many times I died, but it was too many times, especially when I was younger. And as I said, I did play this game when I was very young, and I wanted to replay it. Actually, this whole channel exists because of me wanting to replay this game and share it with all of the people here on the internet. So yeah, I can say thank you to this game for creating this channel, basically. And yeah, that's how the channel began, and that's how I began recording all of the games and everything here, placed all of the videos. It was that feeling of replaying old video games like this one, for example, and maybe I was thinking in my head, maybe there are some other people like me who play them and would like to see them again. Maybe, just maybe. Of course, we have to go on this side, and there's gonna be a secret. There is always a secret around here, but no, we are not able to go on that side. That's okay. And then I also played Hercules. Maybe some of you guys remember Hercules, a legendary game. It was really a good game. Unfortunately, we didn't get that letter, which bothers me a little bit, but that's okay since we cannot watch those movies. And Hercules was a little bit harder than this one. I remember not being able to beat Hercules for a very long period of time, when I was younger. It's safe to say that. Now I have beaten the game, of course. And this one was not as hard as Hercules, but still it had its levels that were really unforgiving. Like, for example, the next level is gonna be a bigger one out of this, and it's gonna have more obstacles. You will see more of that later. There we go, another bonus level. I'm very happy for this. This is Torque Ride. Now we are basically doing another 2.5D part of the level, where we are now controlling the bird and trying to collect as many as possible of these coins. I'm not playing on the hardest difficulty, because I do want you guys to enjoy more story than me dying. But yes, there is a possibility for you to play this on even a harder note, if you ever want to revisit this game, of course. And if you want to ask me can you play this game, you can definitely write me down in the comments, or if you have any other questions considering this or any other games that you would love to see on the channel. I do occasionally post older games that you have maybe played when you were younger. Now it's time for the elephant here there. This was, if I remember correctly, a third video on my channel, I think. And this level is, as I said, harder than the last one. First of all, that small guy there does not help us at all, but we do have to use wines here because we do have a letter T. And I remember when I was very young, I was super excited to collect all of these letters, and especially the bonus levels. But there were levels where I struggled a lot, and those levels were when Tarzan gets older. You will see them a bit later. And the next level that you will see after this one is one of the most legendary levels, at least if you ask me. And it is one of the most... Actually, it is the most viewed video on my channel, which was wild because I asked myself, can I win? Can I basically escape? And to not spoil it for you, you will see it. People were really happy to see that. Of course, we fell down. Okay, this is the small problem with the controls, but even more bigger problem of me not concentrating fully on this. But that's okay, we got the third letter. That was the whole point of jumping like this. There we go. We do want as many secrets as possible, and let's try to do all of the letters, because why not? We are trying to 100% the game. Letters are not something that we are obliged to do to get 100% of the game, but it is something that I would love to have. This is an elephant, our friend, probably all of you remember him from the cartoons. He's gonna grow older and we're gonna jump on him when he is older. Of course, these falcons or eagles, I don't know which one of these, you can write me down in the comments, are deadly to us. They do take our health points, so you do have to be very careful. There we go, we get a second part. I do remember that getting all 4 parts of the bonus map was something that was a little bit harder here, and especially these monkeys. They really do not like having me around. There we go, a banana, that helps a lot. And this is like a monkey stampede over here. That's better. Is there something on the left side? I'm gonna try the impossible. Okay, yeah, there is nothing hidden on that side. There are also some parts of the game that I have never explored, which is crazy. Can you believe that? And this is not my first time recording this whole Tarzan long play. I do have to be honest about that. I already did it almost all of the game I already covered. But I had to scrap that video because for some reason the resolution was like I played it on my calculator. That's how bad it was, and I just could not upload that, even though that it is an older game. That's just not something that I could do. And during that gameplay, why am I saying all of this at all, is that after 20 years or something, I have managed to find some things in Tarzan game that I did not find back in the days. So can you believe that? Because if you ask me, I just cannot. There was a hidden place in Tarzan that I will show you in Tarzan game, which I did not know of. Okay, we're gonna ignore that banana for now, because the whole point of doing all of this is to jump to get this part of the map. Let's go. This is the third part, but we need the fourth part. We'll see if we are able to get it. I also love the whole design and the whole graphics of the game. Like, look how beautiful all of the backgrounds is. Especially when you think and have in mind that this is a very, very old game, and probably this was as much as they could do. There we go. Tarzan was not that hard of a game, as I said. Not that hard as, for example, Lion King. Press that like if you remember Lion King game. And it's an old platforming game, of course, 2D, which was very, very hard for some reason. And the reason being that Disney Studios actually wanted that game to be that hard. This is not me telling you something that I just made up. It is a true thing. Oh wait, do we have a bonus map there? Okay, we have a bonus letter. There it is, a bonus map. Okay, so to get that bonus map, we do have to use that vine so that we can jump on top of that. I really wanted to be sure that there isn't something that we have forgotten here. And as I was saying, Lion King was supposed to be that very, very hard game, because back in the days, and probably you who are a little bit older do remember that, no pun intended, you were intended to rent the games. So it was not like these days, you rented the game from like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then on Monday you give the game back to the game store. Okay, there's the thing, Disney actually didn't want you to finish Lion King during the weekends. They wanted you to buy the game so that you can finish the game. And that's what was said from one of the developers of the game, I think. They basically told that they were ordered to make one of the levels extremely hard, so that people like me and you and me, we were unable to finish the game, and we wanted to buy it so that we can completed. I love this part of the level. Like, look, this is 2.5 ds of I think. This is actually the moment where you can go all left, right, forward and something like that. But now we are with our elephants and we're gonna start one of the legendary levels in Tarzan game. And this is not the one. This is bonus level Jungle Cruise, for which I'm very, very happy. Okay, that was very, very well hidden. I was unable to like that, which is a small problem, but that's okay. We can get these. We get an increase, and this is our first obstacle. It's like, I think the name in English is Whirlpool. You can definitely correct me on that. Which will try to suck you and then not to allow you to finish the bonus level. We always try to finish, I always try to finish the bonus level because that guarantees the most coins that we can get. There we go. Okay, yeah, this was a problem. I shouldn't have gone on that side. While I was speaking that it's a good thing to finish the level, I did not do it. Okay, now it's time for Stampede. Tarzan Stampede, the most legendary level, one of the most legendary levels in the whole Tarzan game, because look at the chaos, look at the destruction. Can we survive this? Can we win this? Are we faster than elephants? Can we collect 4 pieces of map? How many letters can we collect? That's how many questions do we have here. And can we finish this level without dying? As you saw, we hit that obstacle because it is very, very hard to maneuver here. Controls are not that easy, but we are going to try to finish this without losing a single piece of life. We'll see if that's possible. There we go. Okay, we missed the letter R somehow, but we got the third part of the map, which means that we have finished 75% of this level. There we go, letter Z. But still, it's getting tougher and tougher, and this level is getting harder and harder. A legendary level where we're having so many elephants following us, and our friends are really not that helping us that much. There we go, 4 pieces of bonus level, which is amazing, and I would love for you guys to see as many bonus levels as possible and as least amount of time me dying. There we go, another letter. Is it gonna be just one letter that we missed? That's, by the way, unfortunate. Okay, they are throwing everything they have at me. This is not very good. Oh, please, please don't stop. There we go, stop it. We did it. We actually did manage to beat this level, and this will lead us into a harder part of Tarzan game. Because this is the moment that we're gonna play Stork Ride one more time. This is the harder part of Stork Ride, and we actually managed to get that one. It requires a little bit more of jumping and a little bit more of flying. Bonus levels do kind of they can get a little bit repetitive in terms of the whole premise of the bonus level. But when it comes to maps do get a little bit different. Like, for example, this one, you can already see that there is a difference from the previous one, but that's okay. There we go, we have collected some of the coins. Now we can increase the duration of the whole part there. Okay, love this. We cannot fly over this map, we can just jump a little bit with our wings and stay in the air for a little bit longer. There we go, we finished this bonus level, which means another life. And it's now time for Coming of Age. A very legendary Tarzan level where we are finally playing as an older version of Tarzan. Can you believe this? This is our first enemy. Sorry, guy, I'm recording a video here, I don't have time for you. And we just get a special ammunition that I will show you now. There we go. And this one is very, very useful if you have many more enemies here that you cannot fight. The hardest enemy for me is, believe it or not, these frogs, because they can be a menace. First of all, they are very, very small, they are jumping all of the time and changing their location, which is not that easy to follow. There we go. We have increased the total amount of our health, and this is our friend Rhino who grew up. Now he's bigger, older and stronger, and he's gonna help us here. There we go. We collected this. As you saw, there is a branch there, which actually means that there is a secret that we're gonna try to find. And another secret. There is, as you can see, this mechanic that we already showed of Tarzan attacking the ground. So yes, Tarzan does attack the ground in this game, because there are many things that we can collect while doing so. There we go. And as I was saying, there are not that many Tarzan games. I only knew for 2, but there are some more, I think, that I cannot confirm. I think that they are smaller games. I haven't played them. You can Google them and write me down in the comments how many Tarzan games there are. But this is the best one. At least it is considered the best Tarzan game. And it is a shame that there are no more Tarzan games, because I know this was like my window to modern gaming. Like after this, all of the games just started coming in. Like I started playing Lilo and Stitch. I also played Lion King, but that was so unfairly hard even for those days. Okay, we just collected this one. Sorry, friend. And then Lilo and Stitch, which is a legendary game that got inspired from Crash Bandicoot. Also Crash Bandicoot, I was playing that games. But I'm now mainly focusing on movie games as Lilo and Stitch and Hercules, of course, legendary one. Toy Story 2, you probably guys remember Toy Story. And there were many other games, but these stuck with me the most. Okay, and as I said, this was one of the reasons, first of all, why the channel exists and why I started gaming as a child. And then I have continued with some other games that are not that covered here on the channel, like for example Warcraft 3. That was my go-to game when I was very young. There we go, jumping on this one to get a letter Z, because why not? When we can. That's better. Okay, this was way harder than I just showed it, by the way. The reason why it looks easy is because I did this level. There is just not enough times to say how many times I played this level. I think 5 or 6 just this year. And believe me, that is enough. That is a very enough time. I should be an expert in this, but when you die that many times from falling from the vine, you cannot call yourself an expert. There we go. But at least one thing that I do know is where are the secrets. For example, this is a secret on how to die, the most stupid way in the game. But that's okay. Let's go to collect these 2 coins here. We do have 2 more additional lives just solely from playing this whole level, which is a great thing. Okay, we missed that. That's okay. I'm not gonna bother about that much yet, because there is now time for another part of the level, and this will come in handy because very soon we are going to have a baboon chase, another chase that from a very legendary Tarzan level. We're gonna collect this one, of course, then go lower ourselves down, get the coins. This was not very nice, and if I'm not wrong, there is a chance that we will be able to get bonus level from this level also. Sorry, and sorry, and okay, now I'm not sorry because I already told you to go away. There you go. They are gonna chase us. Those are baboons, by the way. Of course, this is a save point, this is a checkpoint. Having that butterfly there is always handy. Especially it will be handy at the moment where we will fight a legendary foe, a legendary opponent for Tarzan. And here we are back at this part of the map. We do want him to destroy that, which will allow us to reach the 4th part of the map. There you go. As you can see, secrets just keep coming and coming, and enemies keep getting stronger and stronger, which is just the beginning. There are many enemies that are more dangerous than these ones that are waiting for us. Okay, yeah, this just doesn't make sense at all. Anything hidden here? Oh, actually another letter. So we got all of the Tarzan letters. There we go. That is a celebration. Worthwhile. And of course it's gonna be 2 frogs, and now eagles are gonna try to fight us. So you have to try to avoid all of them. There we go. We are at the top, and on the top we do have this beautiful umbrella that actually tells us that we have ended the level. There we go, 14 lives and 3 surfing. This is a new bonus level. And I must say that I really enjoy this one. Like, look, it is not that hard. And it looks very, very nice. I love the whole visual idea that is possible to be seen in the background. It looks very nice, especially when you hit the branch like this. There we go. My whole wish here is to get 100 coins if it's possible. We'll see if it is. Okay, we got 60 coins. We'll try to get 100. And that is 66, and this is 72, 78. Okay, yeah, 82. That's still okay. Never mind. Saber attack. This is one of the harder levels in Tarzan game, because we have a saber, who is a very, very dangerous opponent. You have to fight him 3 times, if I remember correctly. And he gets stronger and stronger every single time, because he gets a friend that fights alongside him. There we go. I must say, when I was younger, way younger than already now, I enjoyed this level very, very much. But I was also a little bit, I cannot say scared, but it gave me discomfort playing this level a little bit, which was a pleasant discomfort because it elevates your experience of the game. Because the level looks, first of all, scary. Look at the background there, those vines and the darkness and everything, the whole vibe and the atmosphere of this level is... it is something very, very interesting. If you have ever experienced this level, do tell me down in the comments. But this is really something special, first of all. And second of all, stop doing that. And I was struggling sometimes on this level when I was younger. I also struggled when I was not that younger, when I was actually older, which was recent, because this level is unforgiving. The boss fight is hard, the enemies are all over the place. Look how many of them are there. And if you are not very careful, you can be hit from these monkeys, which I don't really want to fight, because there is no benefit of fighting them besides vanity. Sorry for that little piggy thing. There we go. We're gonna expand our health bars. And there it is, banana. That is better, as I said. And the true thing is that I did manage to beat this boss when I was younger, when I was a child. But it was a hard thing that really stuck with me. Maybe this is one of the reasons why I replayed this whole game, because this whole level struck with me as when I was very, very young. Of course, these bonus levels, they were something else back in the days. There we go, we have collected all of that. And here. But this is not the only level. There is the level, especially at the end of the game, that is so legendary that I don't even know how to play it now, in these days. But we will see that. We will see that together here. The reason, by the way, why there we go, saber attack one more time. Why I decided to play this Tarzan long play is, he also has a friend now, an eagle, is because if you enjoy this more than watching every single video, like to see every level, then you will probably enjoy this a little bit more. Maybe you can play it as background noise, or you can watch it from the beginning to an end if you're watching it from the beginning, or if you're watching it at all, thanks so much. But I think that this can be a little bit more handy for people who would just like go and click on a video because it has the whole package, every single level. And I do believe that there are people who play this. So yeah, please do say hi to me. Never, doesn't matter when you see this video. If you see it now or if you see it in 20 years, do say hi. I will try to say hi back. There we go. Okay, we got 3 parts of the map. I think that... Oh my god. Yeah, this I was scared of this. When I saw him when I was younger there. I was not very happy to see him there, but that's okay. Okay, we defeated that guy there. Now there is a 4 part of the map. Let's go. I don't remember ever collecting 4 parts of the map. Maybe because I died. I don't ever remember collecting 4 parts of the map on this level, to be honest. I also don't remember when was the last time when I collected this many maps for bonus levels, for which I'm very, very grateful. Because you guys are then able to see many things. I do not claim to be the best gamer of them all, but having these small successes, it really means a lot to me, because you then can see way more. There we go. Okay, this was not very easy. This was actually not easy at all. You do have to be very, very careful here. And there is a small problem. Okay, there is no problem here. We managed to get on top of here and to get another letter. There we go, and a banana, of course. This is such a nice thing that we did, because it helped us skip all of that part. And now there is a rhino here, of course. He can help us get a banana, but I don't think that the banana is actually very necessary, because we intend to beat this guy. Now, there we go. Sorry, I already expected you there, and this eagle will go almost to the end of the map. This is the end of the map for this section. He will not go there. So if you want to cheese this guy, you just go here and you will fight 1 against 1. You will not fight 1 against 2, which I do find really not fair, I must say. And this guy on harder difficulties, he gets more aggressive. He doesn't jump that much. He tries to punch you. There we go, but we now defeated him, so yeah, more luck next time, I suppose. There we go. And now it's time to play with Turk, Jungle Cruise. Which is, as you can see, the same map that we had with Tarzan, but now the same map is in premise, but it's not the same map 100%. Some things are getting different, and we see we have this whirlpool here, which is not that much pleasant, and the whole location of whirlpools has changed, the whole shape of this river has changed, and it's so interesting to see with this simple design how much you can actually do. There we go. We have managed to collect many coins here, many fruits. Okay, this was brutal for some reason, but it does mean that we have managed to find the end. And now it's time for the baboon chase. This is one of also the more legendary levels, because now this is the time where you are not playing with Tarzan. This is the first time that you are playing with this character, and also the last time. The game gets very hard at this point, and it doesn't get easier if we exclude the next level. The next level is super fun because it's a preparation basically to relax you for the levels that are yet to come. The Tarzan level in the jungle and the Tarzan level on the boat. Then Tarzan trying to save people, save animals from the cages, and fighting Kurchin. There we go. Okay, so we do have an umbrella. We did get 3 parts of the map. That is very useful. Now we need umbrella definitely to open. I didn't know that umbrellas were this good, by the way. I would love to buy this umbrella. Like, look how strong it is. Finally, I can have something on the rain that will not break. No, it doesn't matter if it's windy or not. Okay. This is the benefit of not using the umbrella. You get struck in your face, you are unable to see where they are. Okay, we got the letters. Maybe we do need to slow down a little bit to try to see where is the map. Okay, if there is a map at all, maybe we have missed it. We'll see, because okay, yes, we did get the map. That's amazing, splendid. Now we go duck, and we should be at the end of level. We are at the end of the level. Let's go. Level complete. 4 pieces of the map. 3 surfing, but this time slightly different. This cannot be that much different than it was already. This is different in terms of the geometry of this tree and the whole obstacles locations. There we go. Now duck on the right part here, like that. What do we need to do here more is like this. I love the parrots. I love the whole vibes there. How many coins can we actually collect here? Oh, 150. That's quite enough. Now it's time for trashing the camp. This is maybe the easiest level here. Being easy doesn't mean that it is very easy. It is one of the easiest, if not the easiest one. And it is one of the most fun levels because you are playing as Turk. By the way, fun fact, if you did not know, Turk is a girl. You can challenge me on that here in the comments, but if I read correctly, he is not a he is a she. Okay, but now never minding that, we are trying to get all 4 pieces of map and to explore this level as much as possible, because this level, believe it or not, has so many secrets, like so many boxes here that you would like to get. And there is of course a letter there, letter A, that we were unable to get back. Okay, we will get it now. Jump, my friend. There we go. Letter A is now in the grasp. We don't want him to jump at this moment, because we would really love to collect as many coins and bananas. And now, my friend, do your jump. There we go. Also, there is a Tarzan camp level, which is a very interesting one, by the way, and I will show you because it has some hidden parts. It has that hidden part that I first saw a couple of days ago. I really first saw it ever, and I did not know that it exists. There we go, letter Z is unlocked. Okay, this is too many enemies. One location. I really love the whole graphic design of this. Like, look how beautiful that looks. I just wanted to make sure that there are no maps there. It looks very beautiful, the whole design of the clothes there. It is a very small and beautiful detail by itself. And now we can smash this box. Look like banana. Because why not? I don't think that there was ever a map inside of this box, but there were letters. There we go. Tarzan. Okay, we are missing an N. Oh, it's our friend Elephant. I forgot his name, so you can definitely write me down that in the comments. What was his name? Okay, 160 coins. I will accept that as a victory. This is, of course, a hidden part of this level. And what do we have here? Is it a letter? No, it's a banana. That's what I needed, Turk said. Now coins go over our friend here. And here we do have some secrets. I really do remember this as a very entertaining level. Preparation for what's yet to come, more like mental preparation. Okay, we need to destroy this, because it really gets easier. Oh, we are unable to jump on top of that. Is it really possible? Okay, so as you see, there are still some secrets that I'm unable to reach, because I was actually just joking, and we're gonna get it. There we go. That was the highest that we could be in, I think, in this whole level, if I'm not wrong. Okay, we're gonna celebrate that we got all of the letters and all of the parts of the map, which makes me really happy. We're gonna ignore those coins there on top.
Just what I needed.
But why not? Why not get them? Okay, now it's really too far away to go back. That's why we won't get them. Okay, why are you slamming at me? You know what? We missed one thing here. This is the thing. Yeah, you have to go under the table to get these coins and to explore this part of the map. There we go, 200 coins. If you ask me, that is a huge amount of coins, and we can go up. We just missed a couple of coins that are manageable to be taken from the top of the roofs. There we go, on the United Kingdom flag. And an umbrella, floating umbrella, there we go. Oh, we missed one part of the map. That's a problem. Never mind. Okay, so it's campsite commotion now. There is a slight possibility that it was there, that we missed it. But okay. Never mind. This is another secret in this level. Sometimes to go forward, to advance in games and in life, of course, you have to go back. So this is one of the moments where we went back so that we can go forward. And here we do have this map hidden. This is one of the secrets that I discovered recently. Not the one that I was speaking to you about, but that one is in this level. A secret that I never managed to find up until this moment. When I say this moment, in a couple of days. There we go. And yeah, as I was saying, this is not my first rodeo. I already tried to record this video and it went not that good. There we go. We got that. That's very important. These are the moments where these guys are not attacking us yet, but in the future you will see us fighting them. Look at him. He looks very interesting. Okay, we do want to go over him and okay, we also want to go over that guy, and there is a reason. Sorry, there is a way to go on top of this, but we still haven't managed to find it, but now we did, and that will allow us to get the letter A. Tay. Okay, we got Tay, which is nice. This way up. Really, this way up, you can see that there is motion graphics there, animation actually. They are moving it slowly, and it will not move because it will not move out of your location because it's going a little bit forward and then a little bit backwards. There we go. Okay, we got the letter, we got part of the map. That is super exciting. Here, of course, we do have another hidden part of the map, letter Z. A very good one, because it gets us closer to what we need, and that's full name Tarzan. Okay, we are getting close now to a secret part that I did not know that exists for a very long period of time. There we go. Okay, so the secret part is actually this. I did not know for 20 years or more, for even more, that you can jump there. Believe it or not, I did not know that. We missed some coins over there, and seeing it was super nice. This does remind me of a Hercules level where these type of crates are falling on your heads while they're falling on your head while you're trying to finish this whole level. And another part of the map. There we go. We will try not to mess this one up. Okay, are we able to jump on top of that one? Okay, that would be the first time. I never managed to do that because it's probably impossible. Okay, these coins actually tell you that there is a secret, that you should go there. And as you can see, We did manage to get a fourth part of the map. Is there a... It's bananas. It's super nice. We have 19 lives. Probably at the last level we're going to spend all of them, because still to this day I'm very bad at that whole section. We do want to jump on this one, which I must say is something that I don't know how to do to this day. Okay, maybe I do actually know. Okay, there it is. And now, this was not very nice. We can definitely destroy these crates. They will give us additional coins. And collect that one. And now we go like this. On top of that. On top of that. Okay, so now we have to be very careful. So try to maybe go a little bit up. There it is. Maybe this was the secret to all of our problems. And we managed to go on top of the roofs. This is something that we missed back as Turk, and it is very interesting here, because if we didn't do it we would finish the level. We do not want to finish the level. There we go. We got all of the letters and all of the maps, which is very nice. And this is where Jane is waiting for us drinking coffee. I love the small animation over there. Tarzan fulfilled. It's time for jungle jumping. And this was one of the bonus levels that I remembered the most. Like, look how, first of all, it looks very beautiful, and then second of all, it has so many coins I would like to get. And not just that, it has a different vibe, a different bonus level. This is not something that we have met up until now. First time seeing it, of course. First time seeing it for you guys who are watching this video. For me, of course, it's not, because I played many times, many different levels. Okay, yeah, that's a small problem. Even if we did get many of those fruits, I must not panic here. But yeah, we were unable to get the full bonus level. Now it's time for Journey to the Treehouse. This is one of the hardest Tarzan levels, believe it or not. It is a very long one. Baboons are all over here. The whole premise of this level is that Tarzan wants to go to his house where he was born from the human parents. And after that, he will go on a boat to fight humans. And this is why it's hard. If we jump on that, it would crash. This one crashes also. Look at this. And you jump, and then enemies wait for you. That guy who was... You see the guy there? He's not even... You're not even able to fight him. And now we do have these, but they are not that very useful. These are alligators. You are not able to fight them at all. Anything on the left side? This is one of the rare moments where on the left side we don't have anything. And here we do have a hidden secret. Look at this. Look how many great things there are. There we go. But I was thinking, if there is something on top, there is something on bottom. No. Or it is, which I don't know. Never mind. This is the top that we wanted to visit. And for some reason, it looked like there was... Okay, I really did not do this on purpose. I saw some coins there, to be honest. And maybe it's the first time that I'm seeing them. But yes, if you jump like this, then you jump in bananas. Okay, you can barely see that. And they are definitely coins. Yes, that's the hidden. Maybe it is not something that you are supposed to ever get. This was just a mystery that I wanted to show you from a Tarzan game, or it's actually these coins from here. Yes, it was a mystery. For some reason we were unable to come. This is to come here. This is my first time at that edge. By the way, but this was the secret that we have uncovered together. So you can basically see that this was when I stopped recording that whole video of me trying to 100% the game. And oh, that was so dangerous, because I really did forget about that thing. We do need a rhinoceros to come over here, so please move. Okay, now he will start moving. He just needed a little bit of a push. Thank you. There we go. Oh, unfortunately we did not get the letter T. That's a small problem. But now wait for him to come here and jump on him. We do have different set of ammunition, which is very useful. But yeah, let's proceed. We can go on top and then avoid all of the enemies on that side. But here's the thing, I'm not sure if we want to do that, because yes, if I remember correctly, there is a part of the map here that we wanted to get. And now we will jump on this one. And I must say, we are dangerously low on health points. There we go, because I'm maybe risking it too much because of jumping on these apes. I really don't have to do that. I do have enough ammunition to fight them. There we go. And let's use that and go on the left side.
That's better.
Here we go. We can collect even more of these. This is the most that we will get out of them ever. And this is scary. This is something that got me excited, by the way, because this is a very scary part of the level. At least it was for me when I was very young, because look at this. There's nothing but black. And you have a vine jump. You have to jump on this vine. And it's hard. If you fall down, there is nothing down there. So you really have to trust in your skills here. There we go. Okay, yes, this was something that made me really scared, but that's not the only thing. When I was younger, of course. When we finish this whole section of the map, you get to encounter more problems, which was really unexpected. I wanted a break, I did not get there. But we did get to be on top of the branch, and this nest is very useful. I love how many coins there are here. And yes. Okay, this is what happens when you are too fast. So we're gonna try one more time. And we managed to get on the other side. Banana and 3 of these. And this was such a pleasant thing to do. Okay, and then I thought, okay, when I was younger, I thought, yep, this is it. Nope, this was not it. This was not the end. Okay, we at least can get these frogs out of here. It looks like we can go on that side, but we unfortunately can't. These are our friends, hippos, and we can jump on them. But do we want to jump on them? Yeah, we do want, because we are unable to go on that side, even though it looks like we are. Okay. I don't like this at all. Please leave me alone. I forgot how to fight the bats, but they leave you eventually, of course. We're gonna now change to 40 of these, so that we can throw them at the enemies. That will show up. There we go. And of course, do not forget that there is a map part there. And to reach it, you have to go on here. Can you believe what kind of a secret area is this? How hard is to find this when you are younger? I think it's very, very hard. There we go. Okay, we do have too many of them. And I finally thought that this was the end, but no. Because look at this. Whole bridge is collapsing. And this is what happens if you're not that careful. And I don't really enjoy at this that much. Of course, this is an animal that got bigger. You probably remember when it was smaller. And here we are at our location. Finally, okay, we didn't get that many letters, which is okay, because we do have a bonus level, Tark. And Tantor's Great Escape. We do know about Tantor. Oh, I love this. This is basically a baboon chase, but reversed. Look how good does it look. It's not baboons chasing us, it's only one monkey. There we go. I don't recall when was the last time when I played this bonus level. This looks very, very good. And it plays very, very nice. There we go. We increased our time on this level. I'll really try the impossible, and that's I'll try to finish this bonus level if it's possible. We have 10 more seconds. Will we get any more fruit? Yes. I think we collected all of the fruits. 15, come on. Okay. No, we missed that one. It can be a small problem in the future. Hope it doesn't get to be. We destroyed that. 6, 5, 4, 3, 4. Okay, we did manage to buy us some time here. And then, okay, I think that there's a high possibility that we will be able to finish this exciting bonus level. This is a very exciting level. I must say, very simple and very, very good. How long is it? Is it the longest bonus level of them all? I'm enjoying it, but I'm just curious because wow, this is huge. Props to the developers for creating this whole level, and props to the English dictionary for creating a word that is like developer. We did manage to beat it. There we go. 2 more and rocking the boat. Oh my god. Now it's time for another very, very hard Tarzan level. I struggle with this one on my main channel. This is my main channel. What am I speaking? I struggled a lot, and I think it shows. I think that you are able to see that when you go watch the video. So you are supposed to get that letter with the boat rocking like this. We did get the last 2 letters, which is wild. That's something that I expected to do first thing. Can I? You can actually fight them like this. It is not very efficient, but it is a way to fight them. You are also not superior when you fight them. They are stronger. And this will help us to unlock a part of the boat. Sorry. Oh my god, there. Too many of them. I would just say that. Too many of them. If I'm not wrong, I'm able to go up. We've been here, of course. That's not the part that got uncovered. Let's try to get that T letter. Come on. Got it. Thank you, Tarzan, for saying got it instead of me. And anything hidden here? Oh, yes. We do have this sword type. Knife type. More precisely said knife type. Now, since the boat is rocking, I do expect this to move at one point. Yes, and will it allow us to get anything hidden here? Not. Did we manage to get this? Yes, we did. You don't know that until you come closer to it. There we go. Wait a second. We are able to go there somehow. Yes, this is the way. Okay, very sneaky way to put that map over there, to be honest. Now we're just gonna be tortured from the birds a little bit, but why not accept it as our fate? We can even get that letter, because why not? Now we are missing only one letter. It is a shorter level if you know what you're doing. Thankfully we do know what we are doing, because we have played this game way more times than I want to admit. And now we'll be able to fall down on top of this, save it, and go on the left side. A lot of coins, 50, which is a huge number, but not the highest number that we had here. The question that I have is, are we able to get the last piece of the map? We are able to get the last piece of the map. What about the last piece of the letter? It should be somewhere around here, right? Yes, there it is. Oh, actually, this was a third part of the map. Am I wrong for saying it's a third part? Okay. This is the last part. There we go. Yes, we did get the bonus level. I think I did not manage to get it the last time I was playing it. And it's Jungle Cruise. This will supposedly be the hardest Jungle Cruise level from all of the levels. We'll see. It should be. And yeah, of course, they can just add more whirlpools and make them larger, make them trickier to go over them. And I must say that my favorite bonus level is that monkey chase, which is a very, very engaging one. And then after that, my favorite bonus level is trashing the camp. Basically, okay, this was very hard to do, to be honest with you. For some reason we missed that, which doesn't make sense, but okay. We did manage to finish this whole section, which was our main goal. It's time for Tarzan to the rescue. Let's go. And this is one of the hardest levels. The hardest level is the next one after this one. You will see it. Okay, we do need to destroy all of these to find all of the secrets that are hidden on this side. And this knife is useful, because you will see us use it a little bit later on humans. We also do want to get all of the animals free from the cages. You will see some cages here, and yeah. Okay, did I do this on purpose? No. Did I do this unwillingly? Yes. You do have to be very careful here. And we did all of this because for one coin. Okay, I'm gonna accept that. And you do have to jump over this one. When I was younger, when I played this level, I struggled really, because you also have piranhas, you have all of these boxes, and you must not jump on water, which was counterintuitive back in the days. And this whole section, like, look at this alligator. He's trying to stop you from getting that letter. Not something that you want. But there was a thing. My favorite part of this level was us jumping on the elephant here. First of all, you try to destroy all of the boxes and all of the cages. We get all of that. You don't want to be on these ones. They are not that friendly. And if you hit the branch, then I think it's game over for you. We'll see. Okay, we got that one, and I think it's all of the boxes. It's supposedly all of the boxes. I also don't recall what happens if you get all of the boxes or not. You probably unlock the secret level like this one. Okay, we are going to die if we don't stop joking around. Yeah. You have to fight him in this way. This is not the optimal way to fight him, by the way. They just keep throwing things at you. It is not something that we enjoy. I don't see him getting hurt from me, to be honest. And there is a guy, a blue guy over here who is throwing things at us. I don't enjoy that. It is a fighting game. Okay, yes, I knew it. I knew it was a mistake. But thankfully, this is why we have that many lives. This is what we need. Okay, the monkey is free. We get almost all of the letters. We have to fight this guy. Come on, stop whatever you're doing and stop throwing those. First of all, that's not healthy for you. There we go. He is a little bit tricky. You need to throw things like this for him. There we go. Okay, this is how we fight him. And then like this. This level in a whole is a very different type of level that you were used to back in the days. Hey, this guy just keeps throwing things at us. We do want to stop him from doing this because I do want to make monkeys free. How is it possible that he defeated us? Yeah, as you can see, we did lose a lot of lives. You want to fight him like this. This is the way. There we go. Now we do want to fight also this guy, which now will be led to the final part of the game. Where they don't want to let us get away. This gun goes like this. Okay, a boss fight basically in Tarzan. The last level is the hardest level here. So let's try to finish it. Before that, we're gonna do some tree surfing. Very interesting one. We do need to get as many coins as possible. At least the goal is to get 100. And then whatever happens after that is bonus. But not a necessity. There we go. All of this. On that side also. Like that. Okay. This is a preparation for the final level where you fight the final boss. That's when the game ends. The game, in my opinion, is kind of hard. There are some parts that are very, very hard, but mostly the game is very enjoyable, especially if you're a kid. I think that you will enjoy and remember these levels very, very much, as I definitely did. And we almost got 200 coins. Never mind. Conflict with Clayton. It's time to fight Clayton. You will enjoy. He will try to catch you. He's basically saying you will not stop me. We are not trying to stop him, by the way. And he says give up now. I don't want to give up. From this day, still, I do not remember how are you supposed to jump over those. And I remember when I was younger, I was thinking like, when will this tree end? Are we close to the end? And at one moment when you're doing all of this circling, you finally start to see the end of this whole road. And I must say that this is extremely creative. We're gonna accept the thing that we were unable to get that. Later we did manage to get over the animal, and now we are at the top of the tree. I did accept that we were unable to... Okay. He won't fight me. We were unable to get all of the letters. It is a hard level. You have to be very, very careful, but we are close to defeating Clayton. And goodbye, Clayton. It was a pleasure talking with all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.